Circu7ate, peace guy, Namaste, 13th overtone, Om. So I continue talking about the sacred geometries and all that. Let me put this shit up so y'all niggas can get a clear picture of it again. Try to get it as clear as possible for y'all niggas, so you know what it is. Yeah, so like I was saying, this coral castle shit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They using these things right here, you know what I'm saying? They're using crystals, man, cones, but they don't want to tell you that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And you know, also they're using they're working with the tones, which is with the vibration to change that shit, cause they have them what's it called? Look at that shit. I dropped this shit. They say that when you drop a wand and the tip falls, sometimes it represents that they don't want you to use it. Like if you're using it for the bad intentions, it might pop, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it'll pop because of the energy, you know, the vibration of the energy that you are intaking, that you already finished and released that crystal, and that energy comes within you. But this just fell right now and it hit the glass. I mean, it hit metal and it didn't break, you know what I'm saying? Like it hit the tip and it didn't break. It hit the tip, you know what I'm saying? But this stone right here broke on me today. Let me show y'all niggas. It's one of my illest stones right here. This one right here. This is a fluorite, and that shit broke. And this fluorite right here, my nigga, this shit glows in the dark, my nigga. I make this shit glow in the dark at night time, nigga. I'm talking about glowing in the dark, like Darth Vader type of shit. And I try to let somebody else see it, and they couldn't see it. But I can clearly see it charged. And every time I would make it charge, it wasn't like every night. It could like at first I didn't know it was every night, but then after I got it the first time, I tried to do it again like 2 days later. I did it, and then I started acknowledging I could do this almost any time. But it took a long time for me to do that, and then a week later, then I started being able to do it any time in the dark. I thought that it was only at nighttime. I thought that it was like at a certain time, you know what I'm saying, that I had to wait like around 2 o'clock. Because I acknowledge that my energy would get rise up more at that time, 3 o'clock at night and shit like that in the AM. And so I acknowledge that it was any time now. Like I can spark it up, and now this is this crystal's dealing with, this is fluorite, and it's dealing with Florida type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's a crystal dealing with fluoride. You know what I'm saying? And it's more necessarily dealing, you know, when you think fluoride, you think of, you know, oh, that's bad for you. You know what I'm saying? To erasing your memory and all that. But what you gotta acknowledge that this crystal does it erases the memories of the bad things, of the distraction. This is this stone fluorite is a representation of a sword. It represents the sword in the tarot card. You know what I'm saying? Representing sword for justice and peace, and is also representing for knowledge as well, and right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? To using the right for you know what I'm saying, the right to cut off the wrong. You know what I'm saying? And the sword, that's what it was doing. It was being able to use to pierce through the veil, to pierce through the illusion, you know what I'm saying, to pierce right in the belly of the beast, you know what I'm saying, right into his heart and shit like that. So that's what this sword did. So like when it popped, now, you know, and I just got some news about some bast ass bitch ass nigga, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, oh, off with his head, you know what I'm saying. That's the symbolism, you know what I'm saying. So that's what these things representing, you know what I'm saying. And you know, it's a lot of shit, yo. You know, and the fluoride dealing with a lot of power, and this shit was glowing in the nighttime, even in the dark. Anytime I go any dark place, but I had to charge it up. It wasn't like it was some shit that I was seeing in my head where it's just like, you know, it's something like I had to charge it up. I had to meditate on it and work on it. And it always took me around like 13 minutes. You know what I'm saying? The first time it took me about like 33 minutes around there, you know what I'm saying? It took me 33 minutes, so, you know what I'm saying, in the dark room, you know what I'm saying? And then afterwards, it just started taking me like 7 minutes, and then it was like right away. I could just spark it up right away. Like it'll start off real dim. The color was like a green light, like the lifesaver. It's just like a lifesaver, like some Star Wars type of shit, nigga, just like that. And it'll be glowing, nigga, where I can put it in the mirror and I can see it glow, reflecting back. and I can see it in my eye. I can move it around, and I can see only this glowing. You know what I'm saying? And I can also see it giving energy to other things. You know what I'm saying? To the other stones and charging them up as well too. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't get to see, like, I've seen stones do that, but not that much. You know what I'm saying? This one was one of the ones that did it the most. You know what I'm saying? It was real dope. It was given to me by somebody, and it was already a broken piece. You know what I'm saying? It was a broken piece. That's why they gave it to me, because they're like, oh, we're gonna throw it away. And I'm like, man, you crazy? That shit got power. That shit got energy. You know, and that's the thing, man. A lot of people don't know about these crystals, man. They thinking like it's some fancy shit, or it has like, you know, it has to look all pretty or something, and it's like people can't acknowledge the energy, and that's how a lot of people get fooled by the crystal people. Some crystal people, like a lot of Chinese niggas, man, these niggas make that shit fake, nigga. They make it out of compounds, blah blah blah, and here you go, yeah, it's a crystal, yeah, it has the properties, blah blah blah, and it ain't shit but glass or some shit, yo. Them niggas is dirty, man. Not all of them, but you know, a lot of them niggas, you know, that's what they do. A lot of people dirty, man. That's how people are. They're just dirty, man. They be doing some stupid ass shit. Like, if they ain't gonna get caught or some shit, like, yo, you stupid, nigga. What the heck is wrong with you? But yeah, that's what that is, man. But now, dealing with the sacred geometry, the tetrahedron is dealing with the fire, so you're able, and that's this one, you know what I'm saying, which is dealing with your, you know, the tetrahedron is dealing with tetrahydrocannabinoid, which is THC, nigga. Same word, you feel me? You can't run away from that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then you got sphere, you got void, which is, you know, clear up your thoughts. So the fire allows you to get that mystic fire to burn shit out, and it allows you to assist in ether. Um, you can combine fire and air, fire and the fire and air, you know, which is the child. So the the male energy combined with the child energy, you'll be able to get ether. You know what I'm saying? You'll produce ether like that. You know what I'm saying? You get back to your childlike state. The female, who's already an Ethereal being, she is able to go back and also rise up more ether energy with the child, with the inner child, with the air. The air cools down the water, and the air brings in the ether, the positive energy, and cools down the fire. You know what I'm saying? Brings in that breeze for the fire. You know what I'm saying? And for the earth, it cools down the earth, the child. You know what I'm saying? And this is what keeps in perfect balance. Another thing is the the mother child and father. You know what I'm saying? This is all representing of the Ankh of life. You know what I'm saying? Which is also dealing with it's over here in the pic on this shit right here. This nigga, he talked a lot about ancient Kemet and shit like that. He broke it down. If you can see it, right? See that shit? That's the Uncle Life. You know what I'm saying? Mother, woman, and child. You see the woman, the womb of the woman, and then the male. You know what I'm saying? You know. But anyway, so yeah, these are different elements to combine. You know what I'm saying? So if a man is acting too fired up, a woman can use her water to cool his ass down, to shut that water down. And you know what I'm saying? A male try to fight with a female, he just boosting up her ether. You know what I'm saying? He just boosting up her ether. She's just gonna blow up on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And this is also dealing with male and female energy, because there's also females that have just male energy and males that just have female energy. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's all miscombined. And some people, most people are on this level right here, on void. They don't got shit. They don't have no control. The thing is controlling them. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have balance of all these things, all these elements, in order to manifest and to do things. You know what I'm saying? This is dealing with the alchemy shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to be balanced with all of them. You know what I mean? And this is to assist you in your Merkabah. You know what I'm saying? That's going to assist you in your Merkabah with the tetrahedron. Now, I wanted to talk about, you know, the hexahedron and the sphere. You know what I'm saying? The hexahedron is dealing with the number 6. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the hex, with the curses. You know what I'm saying? And they say that that's Earth. You know what I'm saying? Which, in a sense, is dealing with just boundaries. You know what I'm saying? But when they talk about Pandora's box, that's what they represent is a hex, you know what I'm saying, which is a curse, you know what I'm saying. We need to get back to the sphere, you know what I'm saying. The earth is supposed to be a sphere. Now, if you think about this clearly, it'll make a little bit sense, like how these niggas, you know, these niggas used to say back in the days, oh, yo, don't walk too far, or don't be on the ship on the water, and don't go too far, cause then you'll fall off the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because to them, in their mind, their logic brain, their cubic brain, their hexed mind, their cursed mind, their world is a square, and to this day it is. You know what I'm saying? They could fall off the edge and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They can be in all kind of formation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like their life is more like this, right? A square, a hex. You know what I'm saying? A hex. And what that represents is that, you know, this is how they're breathing. You know what I'm saying? Like dogs. You know what I'm saying? Stopping and going, stopping and going, stopping and going, stopping and going. If you notice, that's how things are in life. You know, somebody dies, somebody goes, somebody dies, somebody comes, somebody does, and then they're at a stop sign, and they're at the they're in the what's it called? What you would call, they're at the at the light in the traffic, and they have to stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. You know what I'm saying? And it's a whole lot of shit, you know. But anyways, that's how they breathe. Even though this is a good thing, you can use this kind of breathing techniques, and it'll assist you. But this is not the way that you're supposed to be breathing at all time. And this is how they have you breathing at all times, as a hex, as a square. You know what I'm saying? And and this is how they see the world as well too, as a square. Like, this is one block, and that's why they call on places blocks. You know what I'm saying? They call them blocks. They don't call them areas or whatever. They call them blocks, cause this they make it seem like this one don't relate with this one, and this one don't relate with this one, and this one can't relate with that one, and that one, and this one, and it all represents the same shit. Is that they be trying to have a block on everything, and the way they trying to have it, because the way they think is in the formation of a square, that they can fall right off the edge. The earth to them is still in a square formation as a cube. They're in a box. Everything that they live by is by boxes. Whether it's a box from a TV, a box home, a box, uh, you know, box bedroom, box bathroom, box everything, and then to the format where their heads, their mind, their thinking, their consciousness is boxed up. When they pass away in caskets, they're in a box. When they're born as child, they're put in a cradle, which is a box, not nothing else, nothing, no sphere, no circle, none of that kind of stuff. It's a box. And the way these people think is in a square. So it's like, you know, if you a square, you're not cool, right? So this is the formation of a lot of people's thinking, is this square format. You know what I'm saying? Which is a hex. And to this day, like I said, there's people, when your mind is like this, the earth is like this to you. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people don't heard theories of the what's it called, the moon being not a circle of a sphere but a cube. Yeah, to your ass is a cube. You know what I'm saying? The sun is a cube to your ass too. That's why they go from ice cubes and all kinds of shit. It's this box up frozen mentality. You know what I'm saying? And now we have to be able to go back to the original form, you know. And that's why they're not able to connect with other people. That's why during the exploration time, they're like, oh, we ain't have no relationship with this one, because remember what now I just said, that these people seem like they don't relate with this, and then because they're in the square mentality where they can't see somebody up here, can't see somebody behind them, they can't see, you know what I'm saying, they're like flat. You know what I'm saying? And another thing is that there's people in perspectives of being flat, you know what I'm saying? One line or one point or one side, you know what I'm saying? Or one, some people are 90-degree angles, some people are not, some people, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is that the people are the ones creating this box, this cube, this fence, this Pandora's box that we talking about over here. You know what I'm saying? Which is what we in right now, you know what I'm saying? That's all it is, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, we got to go back to thinking like a sphere, a circle, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You never heard of the square of life. You know what I'm saying? It's called the circle of life. So if there's no circle, and circle, now remember, a square, you know, a square represents in sacred geometry, a square represents male energy. a sphere, you know what I'm saying, represents, they say it's, this chart right here says child or whatever, but we know that circle is female, and you know, like a one is a male, you know what I'm saying, and a zero is a female, you know what I'm saying, female energy, you know what I'm saying. So this right here is dealing with the way you need to be breathing, where it doesn't stop. You see, it's just circulating chi continually, circulating, you know, in every direction, you know, and this is constant, just going, a ball, never stop, never ends, you know what I'm saying, keep going, you know what I'm saying, it's just flowing, right? That's how we have to be breathing, and that's how we need to be thinking, like a sphere, open mind, you know what I'm saying, not squared up, boxed up, you know what I'm saying. This is a lot of things that we need to be doing, you know what I'm saying, circled up, and this is how we lived originally, as a circle, like a family, like a person here in this side of the continent wasn't like, oh yeah, you're different from me, oh, and you different from me, you nah, because the energy flew constantly. So any of these bitch ass niggas trying to talk about, oh, you from that area and I'm from here, so we were differently because at that point, blah blah blah. Nigga, shut the heck up, my nigga. This is the energy. This is how this shit go. If you ain't from Earth, I don't know what the heck you from. And this is how the universe continues moving. This is how everything goes. It has to be an on flowing thing. If anybody know anything about feng shui, whatever that shit is called, you know about that energy that has to be transferred. So if I live over here in the world, is my grid, my crystal grid, and it work with me, I work with it, you know what I'm saying. And there's somebody over here on the other side of the world that doesn't connect with me at that time, in the ancient time, it wouldn't be flowing the way it is. So all that shit is bullshit. Everything is as one. This shit was flowing as one. So we have to go back to being a circle. The reason why people think of the way they thinking is because they thinking like a square, like a boxed up nigga. You know what I'm saying? With that same mentality. A book is made out of a square, right? You know what I'm saying? A dollar bill's made out of square, right? You know, you got a lot of these cars squared up and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of these things that they use is squared up, is boxed up. The mentality is boxed up. They have borders within their mentality, their imagination, shit like that. And especially the main thing that they have borders, and the reason why they have a border around their imagination is because they have a border around their love. They have a border around their heart. They have a square. They have a square heart. They don't have a sphere heart. You never seen a square heart. You ain't never hear a nigga talk about some squared heart. And these niggas got square hearts. You know what I'm saying? Squared minds, squared heart, which makes it a square soul, nigga. A square spirit. It ain't even a soul. You know what I'm saying? Soul, this is a sun. It's like this, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Although now that the circle has a square around it of the aura and stuff like that as a protection field, but it's ultimately a dot. You know what I'm saying? It's a circle. You know what I'm saying? Just like the black dot. It's not a black square. You know what I'm saying? So just look at your eye. It's not a square. You know what I'm saying? It's a sphere. You know what I'm saying? So these eyes are equivalent to this one eye. You know what I'm saying? Which is, you know, your primordial essence. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what it is. That's dealing with the sacred geometry, you know, and we got to learn how to get back to that sphere, and this is going to allow you to bring in more chi, more energy, resonate more, to see into the future, see into the past, see into the now. You know what I'm saying? The square is good, you know, but we got to acknowledge the hex and all that kind of stuff that's going on. We got to use this as a grounder, as a like, you know, like affirmatizing it in protection. This is what this represents. And they have just reversed the thing and try to throw the sphere out and make the sphere into keeping the circle of this kind of mentality. You know what I'm saying? Keeping that circulating, keeping the negative flow circulating. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're using it for. So we gotta move that away. But a way to move those things away is by acknowledging, you know, what has been misplaced and what was there originally. You see, if nobody is talking what was there originally and just talking about what we need to get rid of, then a lot of times people won't have a purpose to do what they got to do. Because once you know what your purpose is in life, I'm going to keep saying this shit, it's going to be easier and easier and easier for you. Just like when you know what's the purpose of working out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make it easier for you. You know what I'm saying? When you know the purpose of why you should be why you should stop eating meat, and why you should stop eating certain foods, and why you should eat certain foods, and you know the purpose of it behind it, then you have more motivations to do something. But when you don't have no clarification or no idea why you're doing what you're doing, you're not gonna feel that motivated to want to do anything. You're not gonna feel motivated to do it. But once you know your purpose in life, then you're gonna have a purpose driven to 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 uh, uh to live in life. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't have that shit, my nigga, yo, you don't look for no hope in life. So these are things that they try to cut down from you. And you know, like I say, like your destiny, like with your astrology and shit like that, and all your other extra shit. And that's just a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you go further than that. You know, the more deeper you go within yourself, you start acknowledging more shit. You know what I'm saying? That your life is infinite. You know what I'm saying? Right now you're living a life where you have to follow the path, and then you get to the point of astral projecting, lucid dreaming. What that means is creating your own heaven. You do what you want in a order fashion, like in a respectable manner, like where it's a righteous form. And acknowledge another thing too, that you don't want to be left behind, which is left brain thinking. You want to be right, meaning you want to be right, and that's what it is to be righteous. You know what I'm saying? To have a right mind thinking, right brain thinking. So with that said and done, you know, keep doing your thing, man. We here, man. You might, you know, we levitating things up. You know what I'm saying? We doing telekinesis, telepathy. We doing astral projecting, lucid dreaming. We doing all that, and we gonna keep doing that shit. These niggas hating and want to stop us doing that. But we knocking down Georgia Guidestones. You know what I'm saying? We knocking down these niggas shit, man. We destroying the harps and all that shit. We doing what we doing. We getting connected with the mermaids, connected with shit that they told us we were crazy about. Even the so-called people that so-called be conscious or whatever, or so-called try to be spiritual, when we talk about shit like this, they talk about we cuckoo and crazy. Alright, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in that lane. You know what I'm saying? Because you're kind of sane, sanity or whatever ain't really sanity. You're still in this box right here. You know what I'm saying? You still a squared ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You have to be open minded. You know what I'm saying? To acknowledge what the nature spirits and all that kind of shit is really all about. You know what I'm saying? And you mainly need to have 13 love, 13th overtone.